What is the most significant aspect of your marriage?
The most significant aspect
It's
of
going to be really boring if we all have the same answers.
I know.
Well, it's just if we're both like we usually are, this is going to go really quick.
I think our ability to really kind of communicate with each other. You're going to say that?
Yeah.
Well, which is like, what is this, the newlywed game? It's like, what's your favorite food? Oh, yeah, we got 10 points. Winning. I think that's the most important is when we're upset or mad, we can talk about it.
We make ourselves talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, when you and I were dating or courting or whatever you want to call it, we took the principle of don't go to bed angry.
Yeah.
Even though we weren't married or living together or anything like that, but like we wouldn't hang up for the day or for the night or say goodnight online or whatever until we had whatever it was sorted out. Because it's just, if you let it fester, it just becomes infected and it, affects other things, and it just grows into this bigger problem than what it could have been, if you just took care of it right away. I
mean, sometimes we do need to, like, cool off or
well, yeah, I'm not saying, like, duke it out, but, like,
right. But I'm trying to think if we ever have gone to bed when we were mad at each other. I think maybe once or twice.
In the beginning of our dating, that's why.
No, even in our marriage, I think there's maybe one or two instances when we were kind of fighting and we went to bed. Just because it was so late, but we got up and...
Yeah, that's the only problem with the, don't go to bed angry thing, is if
right.
It's a big problem, and you're up until 4 in the morning, you have to work the next day, that
was it, and I think...
Yeah.
But we were able to continue talking about it. Mm-hmm. And I think, it's not saying we don't have fights or don't get mad or anything like that, but I think our ability to resolve and... talk about it right then as opposed to letting things fester is probably one of the biggest strengths, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if that was a question, but that's what I think it is.
Well, it's the most important aspect, and I think communication, honesty is...
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what works. Okay, this is like another one. Favorite memory? I mean...
Alright, well, that's a repeat, so...
Repeat. I
don't like answering first.
Favorite memory. No. This is favorite vacation and why. Doesn't say while married or anything like that, just in general, favorite vacation.
I know. And see, this is a problem because I have two that I just like instantly think of.
Okay. Well, maybe I've thought of one of them too. So if you say one that I thought of, I'll say, yep.
That sucks because I'm pretty sure I know what you're gonna say, but in case you flip-flop it.
Well, no, I will just go. Just say two.
Okay, what? Will you be honest if I name what it is?
Of course.
Because if I name what it is, and because I have my other one, then I'll talk about the other one. You can talk about the one I was going to say.
Sure.
Ireland.
Nope.
Well, London, Ireland. The same.
No, I know. I figured you would say that, so I thought of something different.
Okay, did you think of the spring break?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to talk about the spring break, and I'll talk about...
Sure.
Okay, so... the London, Ireland trip, for those of you that don't know, Nat's parents were celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary? 30th wedding anniversary. Had gone to Ireland in the past and wanted to revisit with their family. And family apparently included me, even though Matt and I were only dating at the time. We were dating for a while. It's not like we just started dating. We were 5.5 years in. Mm-hmm. But still, I thought that meant only blood, so I just assumed I wasn't going. Until they asked and totally threw me off. But, went. Colin and Megan went, and then you and I went. So, and then we spent a little bit of time in London. 4 days? 3 or 4 days.
It's hard to remember. Well,
it's hard to remember, and also with the time difference, we were up for over 24 hours by the time we landed in London. So all of us were just a little more than loopy. And then time gets weird. We flew over to Dublin and met up with your Aunt Mary B and Uncle Hugh. So, and then spent
2 weeks.
2 solid weeks, or was it a week and a half? So I think we were gone for 2
weeks. Okay, a week and a half then. It was
something
a while.
Like that. Mary and Hugh met us in Dublin, did a tour bus guide tour for like a week.
Yeah, I think it was a week.
And then for a couple of days after that, we stayed around Tipperary, Ireland, and Matt's family has contact with the extended family that still lives in that area, so we got to visit them, and I got to Matt and you guys hadn't met them.
Well, we hadn't met, but they had met members of our family before.
Well, no, I know that. No, but I just mean like you and your brother and sister hadn't met that family.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we all got to meet them. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh yeah, we got engaged. That was also cool.
A little important thing.
While we were traveling around in that area. That's a whole other story. Engagement was very good. But my favorite thing about getting to go there was that was like a bucket list item for both Matt and I. Mm-hmm. So getting to go was such a huge deal to us, you know, before even knowing that we were getting engaged. But that was cool. And then I also really got to spend time with your parents and with Colin in particular, and we really hadn't spoken to each other. So that was, it was good to me to be able to, I don't know how to explain it. It was just...
To build that relationship.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, that's been happening more now, which is also good, but that vacation was kind of like the start of your family, I think, really getting to know me, you know, after dealing with me on the plane.
Well, that was the first time any of my extended family met you?
No.
No?
Nope. I met Mary B. This is another story. I met Mary B. at Colin's...
Oh, Colin's wedding.
Nope.
Nope.
This
Where?
was before Colin's wedding.
Oh, that's right.
No, at Colin's graduation.
Oh, right. Okay.
Before he moved up to Maryland.
Gotcha.
That's when it got spread around your family that I could handle Bob.
Right. Gotcha. Okay. Next question.
No, you...
Oh, that's right. Okay. Spring break, what we call the spring break, was the first year we were...
That's not the spring break I was talking about!
What spring break were you talking about?
I have to take back my high school.
What spring break were we talking about?
No, you do yours and then I'll...
The one where I came down for a week?
Nope.
What spring break were you talking about?
I was talking about the one where we surprised our families.
Oh, that's spring break. When we were living in Massachusetts and we flew down.
We got extra money in our tax return, so we ended up using it. We hadn't seen our families in...
A year?
Over 6 months.
Yeah.
No, it was like 8 months, something like that, since we had moved. And that was really hard because I'm very close to my family, you know, and Matt really missed his family, and we had this bird-brain idea of, oh, we'll fly down and surprise everybody and just pray that nobody's out of town or anything. Because we weren't going to tell anybody. We didn't tell anybody at all. Nope. No postings anywhere. Nope. Bought the tickets, asked for time off from work, and we just went. And that was the first time we'd ever done anything like that, where like nobody knew we were going to be on a plane, you know.
That was a lot of fun. Surprising everyone. That was a lot of fun.
We
scared a lot of people.
Crap out of everybody because I never realized how good of liars we are. I mean,
you did a good job.
We timed everything down to like the minute. I mean, we had, because I always contact my mom when I'm doing anything. So I called her when I got to work, which actually I was picking that up. Oh no. No, see, the deception is just ridiculous. I called her when I went to go pick you up because I had to run something to him at school. Right. When actually I was picking him up from school, we were leaving straight from the school. Right. So I had to load all the, you know, everything up. I had to let our landlady know that we were going to be gone, you know.
Take care of the cats.
Take care of the cats, you know. Oh my God, like all the stuff that I had to take care of. And then I went and I picked him up, or dropped him off, but I was picking him up. Went to and then I was supposed to be going to work. Called when I got to the airport, said I was at work. And I'm gonna have my lunch break at this time, which is actually when we were gonna be landing. Yeah.
And so we were in the rental car when you called and said that you were on your lunch break.
Yeah, I'm on my lunch break. Yeah. And then I usually get 30 minutes, and that was just enough time to get to the house. And so we pull up in the rental, like, on the wrong side of the house, and they wouldn't see us pull up. Yeah. And I called to say that I was going back to work. She's like, oh, okay, let me know when you're off work. I'm like, okay. And we just just go. We just need to go. And they actually didn't have any dogs at the house at the time, so they didn't even hear us. They just heard the door. Yeah. You know, there was no dog alerting or anything. Yep. And the funniest thing was everybody was home and standing in the kitchen at the same time, which never happens. Like, that never happens. So it's like, I found out later they heard the key turn in the door, and they were all like, who the heck has a key to our house? Because the way my dad whipped around the corner to, see who's at the door. Oh my God. Yep. It was so scary.
Yep. It was a lot of fun.
It was great. And then I was afraid we were going to give your dad a heart attack. Because your mom thought that it was your dad coming home early from work.
And then we hid the van or the rental car, so Dad wouldn't see
that somebody was there.
Someone was there, and then we just kind of walked out.
Yeah, because we were hiding in the bedroom. We just like walked out. The same thing. Like, we're chilling.
That was a lot of
fun.
fun.
So I'm sorry, but that wasn't your favorite. So go.
Well, with it. I thought the first spring break that we were together was more vacation for me, I guess. We took a week off. I came down for spring break to spend time with you and your family. And that was in March, so we've been dating for 5 months.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. I brought some work down, some artwork stuff that I had to work on.
We took a lot of pictures. There's a lot.
And we did a puzzle, and we just hung out and really had a good time. And that was like the first long vacation that I had.
You cooked for my family for the first time. You made tacos.
I made tacos.
That was it.
Yep, that was the beginning of the tacos. So that was good.